Pritom ka na.
Ilaok mo dita.
Ano? We are live. I hate ads. It's all in person.
An epidemic of zombie virus has spread across the vast territory in China. Efforts to contain it have proven to be ineffective, and panic has gripped the nation. UN troops have suffered heavy losses due to the absence of stable front line. New outbreaks of disease were constantly emerging in the rear at a high speed, creating a threat of encirclement. The surviving units are gradually retreating towards the coast. The Chinese army troops holding the city of Shandai suffered a defeat and joined the ranks of zombies, heading towards the city of Changsha. 10 million people were in danger. Hospitals in many major cities, where people were trying to get help, became a new source of disease spread. Once communication with support points was lost, they were bombarded with massive artillery strikes. The inability to control the panicked population has forced the government to resort to a total cleanup in the following regions of China: Hubei and Henan. According to some reports, over 80 million people in these areas have joined the ranks of zombies. These territories were recognized as irretrievably lost, and the military began to eradicate any biological species for 100% isolation of the virus. The armored vehicles are forming defensive formations, not letting anyone out of the strike zone, while aviation and artillery are delivering heavy blows. This helped to break and halt the hordes of the zombies that were actively advancing into densely populated areas, but it did not stop the spread of the virus. The armored vehicles continued to slowly advance forward, clearing territories and killing anyone they encountered along the way: zombies, soldiers, and even civilians. The best.
Oops! Planning for travel? May Ursiflora
gut defense. Because life, oops, happens. Mahalagang paalala, ang Ursiflora gut defense ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Killers are delivering heavy blows. The troops of Western China are holding their ground at the foothills of the Tibetan mountains with great success. It is unknown why, but strong winds and low temperatures emanating from Tibet are greatly impeding the zombie horde's advance to the west. To the east of Xi'an, one of the most vulnerable sections of the front, zombies were heading north toward the Great Wall of China. The army lacked the strength to stop their advance, and the armored units had ran out of ammunition and fuel. In a hurry, the inhabitants of Gansu and Ningxia provinces were sent to build a southern extension of the Great Wall to prevent the zombies from flanking them. The Great Wall of China is an excellent barrier against the zombies' northern movement. In the province north of the wall, a mobilization has begun to defend China. Mongolia has offered its assistance and united its forces to send troops.
The day has come when Mongolia will show the world its greatness. Let's show these disgusting zombies whose horde is stronger.
But sir, why do we need bows? And horse is not even real.
Silence! These are the attributes of great Mongolia. We honor our ancestors. Forward! The wall is close.
I think he is crazy. Yeah, that's why I brought normal weapons and the truck.
His horde has finally arrived to conquer, to defend your wall.
Great! Please follow me.
The central gates are open, and we continue to receive refugees. The zombies are not too many. They were spotted here, here, and over here. Our frontline forces are managing to eliminate the threat so far. Engineers are setting up barbed wire and minefields, while snipers keep watch over rocky terrain to prevent any sneak attacks. The Mongolian forces arrived just in time. We've stationed them in the most vulnerable areas where we lack our own fighters. Two 50mm machine guns are mounted on towers, and one is at the gate. Recently, the engineering corps sent us 10 120mm mortars, and the Mongolians brought a cannon. It may not be much, but we have enough ammunition for them. I think we can hold out.
Do you think we're going to make it or not? With this, it's hard to say.
Now this is the territory of the Great Horde! And the China, of course. Zombies! Zombies at the walls!
Bro, crazy, bro. Have it right there.
Ran out of ammunition and fuel.
Mongolia.
The zombies whose horde is stronger. Our frontal line. Asia is ablaze, with China struggling to contain the infected. Japan, an iron nation that offered hope for salvation, has also been hit by the zombie virus. The first outbreaks of the infection in Japan were reported in the island of Kyushu, in the cities of Kumamoto, Fukuoka, and Kita-Kyushu. Due to the active spread of the virus in Kita-Kyushu, residents of the island were cut off in Japan were reported in the island of Kyushu. In Japan were reported in the island of Kyushu, in the cities of Kumamoto, Fukuoka, and Kita-Kyushu. Due to the active spread of the virus in Kita-Kyushu, residents of the island were cut off from the rest of the country and could not be evacuated by land. Bridges were destroyed and guards were stationed along the entire shore north of the city. The artillery conducted intense shelling of the coastline.
Cannon dudes.
The hell with this? I'm getting out of here. The hell with this? I'm getting out of here. Later on, the Japanese Navy closed all seaports to prevent spread of the disease. Infected individuals from Kumamoto actively moved into the forest to cultivate a new horde of zombies. Soldiers in Sasebo are on high alert. The city is fortified and all residents are locked in their homes. We have taken preemptive action to activate Mountain Aso to flood the valley with lava, eliminating the first wave of zombies. Due to the eruption of the volcano, extensive fires broke out into the forest in the south of the island. This greatly reduced the zombie population and partially failed their goal of growing a new horde. To the north of the volcano, zombies were able to grow a new offspring. Some of them headed towards the city of Kurume, where military forces were sent for protection. They are
Wait.
high alert. The city is fortified and only two offspring. Use the zombie population.
No.
Growing for protection. New offspring. Of the island. New offspring. Some of them headed towards the city of Kurume, where military forces were sent for protection.
Oh my god, the Chrome.
What the hell is going on here? Hey! Look! Hey! All right, gentlemen. We need to organize defense in this sector. Move it. You two, head up the street for lookout duty. We need to know when the zombie horde arrives. Commander, do you know what's happening here? Zombie outbreak. We have been ordered to establish a stronghold and hold out all positions for as long as possible. I recommend you stay with us. A couple of extra hands won't hurt.
Ready to enjoy more chicken joyous moments? Millions of zombies from China are heading towards India through Myanmar. To prevent the infection of 2 billion people living in India, Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam decide to set up an outpost to cut out the horde's path and give India time to strengthen its defense.
Well, while the zombies are still few in number, we need to establish an outpost. I suggest clearing the forest in this area and building walls from the materials we can use. While the walls are being built, send an advance squad to set up the sandbags and barbed wire. This way we can hold out for some time. We need to build platforms on the trees and make bridges between them. This way the zombies won't be able to reach us. Remember, behind us is Hanoi, where our mothers and children are waiting for us. Make sure zombies will never get there.
Oh God, there's so many of them. I don't think we'll last long. Oh God, there's so many of them. I don't think we'll last long.
Give me more ammo! Give me more ammo! Give me more ammo! Status check. Come in. Are you still alive? We're done here. You can retreat behind the walls.
Finally.
Attention, everyone! Retreat behind the walls!
yun, off.
Sweet fragrance plus savage performance. Do both, just like the new Rexona Vitamin Plus Bright.
An epidemic of zombie virus has spread across the vast territory in China. Efforts to contain it have proven to be ineffective, and panic has gripped the nation. UN troops have suffered heavy losses due to the absence of stable front line. New outbreaks of disease were constantly emerging in the rear at a high speed, creating a threat of encirclement. The surviving units are gradually retreating towards the coast. The Chinese army troops holding the city of Shandai suffered a defeat and joined the ranks of zombies, heading towards the city of Changsha. 10 million people were in danger. Hospitals in many major cities, where people were trying to get help, became a new source of disease spread. Once communication with support points was lost, they were bombarded with massive artillery strikes. The inability to control the panicked population has forced the government to resort to a total cleanup in the following regions of China: Hubei and Henan. According to some reports, over 80 million people in these areas have joined the ranks of zombies. These territories were recognized as irretrievably lost, and the military began to eradicate any biological species for 100% isolation of the virus. The armored vehicles are forming defensive formations, not letting anyone out of the strike zone, while aviation and artillery are delivering heavy blows. This helped to break and halt the hordes of the zombies that were actively advancing into densely populated areas, but it did not stop the spread of the virus. The armored vehicles continued to slowly advance forward, clearing territories and killing anyone they encountered along the way: zombies, soldiers, and even civilians.
Gusto mo mag-check out?
Oh, it's all inside.
China are holding their ground at the foothills. This story originates in
What is it?
Thousands of infected in a week. The virus causes fits of madness. People are dying but then rising from the dead.
Hordes of zombies already number in the millions.
This issue of overpopulation is becoming too acute. But how do you propose to solve it?
In 2021, some Chinese citizens were infected with an unknown virus. The virus turned them into zombies. Due to the high population density, the virus spread very quickly. The government deployed the army to contain the disease. Every day, the virus was spreading to new territories. Thanks to discipline and coordinated work, the troops in the disease. Every day, the virus was spreading to new territories. Thanks to discipline and coordinated work, the troops in the central district quickly organized a defense line, unlike the eastern part of the country. Desperate groups of soldiers are trying to resist the zombie armies alone. To support China, advanced units from the UN and the US were sent to the infected area.
We need the support! It's hellfire down here! Nadia! We're all gonna die!
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad and the good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thought, I pop off and I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it down, not what I'm about, I'll be feeling loud. If you're in and out, I can make it sound, go another round, cause I'm looking down, can't stop me now.
do you see? It is nothing.
He's dead.
Excellent.
Hey, look.
There is an open door over there. We need to hide there. This story originates in 2022 when an unknown Chinese citizen infected with a deadly disease arrived in Italy. The zombie virus, as it will be called in the future, began to spread rapidly across the Italian land, affecting more and more country balls. The Italian army has begun attempts to contain the disease by introducing quarantine. It was possible to strengthen in the area of Florence and in Sicily. Everything to the south has become a dead territory entirely controlled by zombies. A horde of zombies went to the north of Italy, where the main part of the Italian army is holding the defense.
Captain! Yes, we can't hold back the onslaught of zombies! Then I'll ask for help from Switzerland. My money! Lots of my money! Who can it be? I'm listening. Switzerland, help! We have hordes of zombies here. We urgently need your help. A horde of zombies? Yes. Ew. Sorry, I'm busy.
This is how Switzerland met the zombie apocalypse. The Italian army had to retreat to the Arno River, where the local population managed to build fortifications. In Corsica, French intelligence saw the plight of the Italian army. For support, it was decided to cover the retreat with artillery fire. Thanks to the shelling, it was possible to destroy one of the leaders of the zombies, which slowed down the advance of the horde to the north of Italy. Hey, what are we doing here? Zombies can't swim anyway. Let's go to bed. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Holding the defense on the Arno River, the Italian army is evacuating civilians and wounded from the cities of Pisa and Florence, distributing them to temporary detention camps. That's how the virus began to spread in the quarantine zone. France, fearing for its people, creates a buffer zone on the border from Nice to Geneva, evacuating all border settlements. Maybe evacuate our citizens from China? Yes, you're right. We need to send a plane for them. Only the French. Attention, only the French. You, Poland? No, you're Poland. Greece, your plane hasn't arrived yet. Go on. Oh. You. The zombies are already here. Run! The plane with infected arrived in Paris at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Ooh, my love. Gentlemen, a moment of your attention. Well, the situation in the world is tense. The main areas of infection is China, Italy, and France. Unverified information about outbreaks of the virus on all continents. Aye. It is necessary to destroy all infected with a nuclear strike. No, Korea! Just close air and sea communication between countries and bring in UN troops. The UN decides to land troops at Gargano National Park. It was from there that the infection of Italy began. Meanwhile, the zombies crossed the strait and got to Sicily. Panic enveloped the island. People began to evacuate chaotically to Sardinia, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya, unaware that they are spreading a dangerous virus. Hordes of zombies are moving north towards Brazil and the English Channel. Belgium is panicking, but Luxembourg urges them to remain calm and appeals to Germany for help. Germany. You. Send troops to France. To send troops to France through Belgium? Yeah. Hit the zombies with a blitz. Blitz?
Sa TNT 25th Anniversary, Max pinalawak ang coverage.
Max pinasaya!
Today, November 11th, Poland celebrates the National Independence Day. Also, on this day, the First World War was over. Congratulations to the world and the Polish people on this day.
Poland? Guten Tag, Poland. We need to help France. How did I end up here? There is no time to explain. Follow me. Poland, you're with us.
At the very beginning of the epidemic, the Italian army suffered heavy losses and was forced to constantly retreat. San Marino provided support using old cannons with cores for this. The front line shifted to the Arno River. Rome was surrounded. The remaining units rallied to defend Rome and the Vatican. Thus began the Great Battle for Rome.
Thanks. Damn. Sir, zombies are coming. I agree. Rome is surrounded by zombies. Our headquarters is here, in the Castel Sant'Angelo. There are reports that zombies are already in the city. There is no organized defense. The soldiers are scattered chaotically around the city. In the north, zombies were able to cross the river, so a new line of defense will take place here. I suggest that everyone who is west of this line retreat and destroy the bridges. What about the others? Are we really going to abandon them? There is nothing we can do to help them. Any attempt will lead to even greater losses. Lift me up. Yeah. Zombies! Zombies! Lift me up!
Two UN detachments were sent to explore and establish a foothold on the coast of Italy.
I told you to hold your gun tighter. Land! I see land ahead. I see land ahead. I told you.
Two UN detachments. Two UN detachments. To explore and
I told you to hold your gun tighter. Land! I see land ahead.
you fog. I can't see anything. Your task: to gain a foothold on the shore and organize communication. Yes, sir. I'm going to do some scouting. As soon as we are sure of safety, we will call the main forces. Sir, yes, sir.
What is it?
It looks like zombies are poisoning the soil. It looks like some kind of egg. Down here! Help! What happened here? Zombie. They are raising an army. They use the living as an incubator. These eggs, these are my comrades. The same is waiting for me. Jesus, dude, my grandma throws better. We need to get the hell out of here now! We need to get the hell out of here now!
Attack! Vive la France! Oh, merde. I think we were reckless when we evacuated our citizens from China. I completely agree with you on this one. But now we won't be so stupid. Look, I've got a plan on saving Paris. As we all know, the contamination started in Charles de Gaulle Airport. The police fortifications could not hold back zombies long enough and were overrun quickly. But thanks to our front military units holding key points, we were able to distract the horde and win some time to build stronger fortifications in central part of the city. In order to control crowds of zombies, we can lure them in narrow streets, build some traps or obstacles, and then burn them with napalm. Oh, monsieur, I think Americans would love that idea. We created an artillery outpost in Gennevière. They do a great job at holding back the horde and protecting our front lines. Plus, the river Seine is a perfect obstacle for zombies. But won't the zombies be able to walk along the bottom of the river like in Italy? I anticipated your question, monsieur. That's why we mined the river. Excellent plan. As reliable as Swee's watch.
Okay, this one.
Nice try, Bob, but I'm sure you made some stupid mistake.
Not this time. The 4 years of trying to kill a 10-year-old child have finally paid off.
Tell my father. He